We are back.
So if you missed our previous episodes, Danielle and I took our love of all things piratey and bought an old pirate ship. It turned out to need much more work than we ever imagined, but we fixed it up about halfway and we took it to sea. Once we were on the ocean, we got lost in fog. We found the main mast doesn't work. We got caught in a storm. We had unending engine trouble, and we ran aground.
I'm just in so much mud.
And then I broke my foot. So now we're going to go do that some more.
Shout out to Jocelyn, Darshana, the Stuckies on Roughing It, and Tegan and Edgar in LA. Thank you so much for commenting and watching our videos. Hope you still join us on our journey, and comment down below if you want a shout out too. Now let's get down from here.
I think we're going to call this season 2 because I'm pretentious. But we're going to continue the journey. So we've been in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, with some freezing cold mornings. It's too cold for us to paint. It's too cold for us to epoxy. We need to repair the mast of the boat. We need to stop it leaking every time it rains. There's lots of work to do.
And we had to wait for my foot to heal. So we've been here at the Pelican Marina for 6 weeks. But it has not been boring. The night before Christmas, things started stirring.
It's Christmas Eve and we have 55-mile-an-hour winds out there. It is going to be a sleepless night. We're going to have to go out and check the lines at some point because the water here is rising so much that it's in danger of flooding the marina, but it also means that as we get lifted up, the lines get tight and we're going to have to go out and loosen everything just so we don't pull out a cleat.
We've got some play. That one is super tight.
It actually isn't. Look.
Okay.
Oh my god. That just came up over the dock. The dock is underwater over there.
Yep. Ow, 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 ow. Ow.
Oh god. What did you hit?
That was the thing that I just stepped on. Oh god, that thing, yeah. Oh Jesus.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, a somewhat sleepless night. It is still pretty windy out here, but the water seems to be going back down, and it's Christmas Day. A couple more days, we're going to hit the road again. We're going to head south on the ICW. It's time. Did you hear that wind? Wow.
But even socially isolated, we had to have some celebration of Christmas.
Yes! Oh my god.
My heart is going to attack you.
I should say something about the Pelican Marina because they have been so good to us, and they're such lovely people. They were hit by a hurricane about a year ago, and they've been trying to recover from that. While we were here, we had another storm and some flooding. So they are struggling against the elements, especially this year. But if you're coming through Elizabeth City, I would stop here and say hi and spend some money and visit these people, because it's a good place. It was a lovely place to recover.
Shout out to Julie at Pelican Marina. Thanks.
So here's our plan. We are going to leave and head across the Albemarle Sound. We then get to the Alligator River, and we're going to go down the Alligator River because Alligator River. And we're going to try to get to Beaufort, which is in South Carolina or North Carolina or somewhere. There's a place called Beaufort where there is someone who we think can fix our mast for us. And if we can get that fixed, then we can sail.
What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way hey, and up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey, and up she rises.
It's the morning of December 30th, and we are going to head off again.
Put him in the long boat till he's sober. Put him in the long boat till he's sober. Early in the morning, way hey, and up she rises, way hey, up she rises, way hey.
Just be ready to push off from the side there.
Yep. Like right now.
That's going to push off front to the right, you realize?
Yep. But it had to be done.
She rises early.
We're doing excellent.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor.
We did have all that extra water.
Hey, and up she rises, way hey. Up she rises, way hey. Up she rises early in the morning. That's what you do with a drunken sailor. That's what you do with a drunken sailor. That's what you do with a drunken sailor. Early.
It is currently 34 degrees. It will get up to 55.
That amazing building behind me is a Zeppelin hangar. Cool.
It's crazy. Fish to other people be like, fish to me be like.
There's channel marker 3 behind us. We're almost out of the Elizabeth River and onto the Albemarle Sound. Oh, it's good to be back on the water, back going somewhere, the adventure. We've needed this. Sunlight makes me sneeze. Oh, and a moustache. I'm editing this.
What's going on? It is Robert. We're here at the helm. Can you check behind?
We are clear behind.
Thank you, clear behind. More chocolate.
So when you have the helm, does that mean you get chocolate?
No, we can have chocolate whenever we want. We have tons of chocolates. Cannot eat in the back though.
That's a good rule. How about having hair in your eyes when you're meant to be looking out for traffic? Does that count? We've just reached Alligator Marina, which we called a couple of times to make sure everything was good. Now we get here, they're like, oh, your draft is too much. We're down to 4 feet at the entrance, and we carry 4'2". But apparently there's a place where it's about 3 inches deeper, about 10 feet off the rocks. So we're going to aim for that side, cross our fingers and hope. See what happens.
Cross our fingers and
We're at 8
hope.
feet. Alligator River facility spray. When you said 10 feet off the rocks, did you mean to port or to starboard?
Place to the rocks to your starboard. No, that would be your port. Yes, sir.
Alrighty, 10 feet from the port side of the entrance.
I'm gonna go drop out some fenders.
Okay.
I mean, half of them aren't where I want them, but yeah. 4 feet.
Alrighty.
3.5. 3 feet. 2.8. 2.7. 2.5. 2 feet. 1.8. 1.5. 1 foot. Okay, 9 inches. 8.
Inches.
7 inches. 8 inches. 9 inches. 7, 6. 6 inches. 7 inches. 5 inches. 3 inches.
A little bit deeper where you are now. It's going to get deeper. It'll be at least 6 feet inside here. Now that you've gotten past that second point of rock, get you to do a turn and do a starboard tie up right here between these 2 posts.
Alrighty. Fenders out on the starboard.
Okay. Robert, we're working.
Feet
So,
under us.
Robert could read that for you.
Yeah, Robert, you want to come read?
How you doing for depth?
3 feet.
Oh, great.
Yeah, take that valve on.
Thank you. Nope. They're just all in the wrong places.
Okay, that's alright. Alrighty. Got a full inch of clearance.
So we made it, just barely, into the Alligator Marina and settled in for a peaceful night under a full moon, with no idea what the next day would have in store for us. We've run aground before, we've been trapped in fog before, but when we get to the Alligator River, we do both at once.
Okay, so we ran around.
When I was a kid, I always wondered what "way hey up she rises" meant. And it's a capstan shanty about hauling up the anchor first thing in the morning.
What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the longboat till he's sober. Put him in the longboat till he's sober. Put him in the longboat till he's sober early in the morning. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him early in the morning. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises early in the morning. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Way rises, way rises, way rises early in the morning. That's what you do with a drunken sailor. That's what you do with a drunken sailor. That's what you do with a drunken sailor early